Welcome to Learn and Success, the place where stories spark transformation. Today, we bring you a powerful, life-changing story that will make you think deeply about your own path. It's about fear, regret, and the courage to choose a new direction. Stay tuned because this story might just be the push you need to start your own journey toward success. Title: The Last Bus to Change. Ravi was like most 28-year-olds in his town, living a life of quiet routine. Every morning, he caught the 7:15 bus to his corporate job in the city. He sat at his desk, did his work mechanically, and returned home by 7 p.m. to eat dinner in silence, barely exchanging words with his aging parents. He wasn't unhappy, but he wasn't fulfilled either. Life just moved on. He often dreamed of doing something meaningful, maybe starting his own business, becoming a writer, or even teaching poor kids in the slums. But every time a thought like that crossed his mind, a louder voice in his head said, "Now is not the right time. Be practical." It was a rainy Thursday evening when everything changed. Ravi had stayed late at the office to finish a report. By the time he packed his bag and left, it was already 9:45 p.m. The rain was falling in sheets, and he knew he had missed the regular buses. As he reached the deserted bus stop, he found only one rickety old bus waiting, its signboard glowing faintly. Route 99, last bus. He hesitated. He had never taken Route 99 before, but he didn't have many options. He boarded the bus. There were only 3 other passengers: an elderly woman in a red sari, a man in a worn-out suit holding a guitar case, and a teenager staring out the window with earphones plugged in. The bus jerked to life and started moving. After a few silent minutes, the elderly woman turned to Ravi and smiled. "You look like someone with a heavy heart." Ravi chuckled awkwardly. "Just tired. Long day at work." She nodded. "Tired of work or tired of life being the same every day?" Her words startled him. It was as if she could read his mind. Before Ravi could respond, the man with the guitar case joined the conversation. "I used to be like you. I worked in a bank for 15 years. Safe job, good money. But every night, I played music in my small room, dreaming of being on stage." "And then," Ravi asked. "I finally took the leap," the man said. "Left everything behind. I'm not rich now, but I wake up every day with purpose." The teenager pulled out an earphone. "I'm not waiting till I'm old to live my dream. I want to be a video game designer. Dropped out of college last year to work on my project." Ravi looked at all 3 of them, astonished. "You all made big choices. Aren't you afraid of failure?" "Of course we were," said the woman, "but regret is heavier than fear. You can carry fear and still move forward. Regret roots you in one place." The bus came to a sudden stop. "Next stop, Courage Street," the driver called out in a gruff voice. The man with the guitar stood up. "This is my stop." He turned to Ravi. "You've got one life. Don't let it pass you by while you're waiting for the right moment." Ravi nodded silently. As the bus continued, the old woman and the teenager got off at their respective stops: Hope Avenue and Passion Lane. Now, only Ravi remained. The driver spoke for the first time. "You must choose, son. This bus is going to the last stop. Regret Circle. If you want to change your life, you'll need to get off before then." Ravi felt a lump in his throat. "But I don't even know where to start." "Start by doing one thing you've always wanted to do," the driver said. "It doesn't have to be big. Just begin." The bus stopped again. "This is Decision Point." Ravi stood up slowly, hesitated at the door, and then stepped out into the rain. That night changed everything. The next morning, Ravi didn't go to work. Instead, he opened his laptop and started writing, the first chapter of a novel he had always dreamed of. He didn't tell anyone. He wrote every morning before work and every night before bed. Weeks turned into months. He joined an online writing group. His confidence grew. He began sharing short stories on a blog. One day his story was picked up by a digital magazine, then another. Slowly, readers began messaging him, saying his words had changed their perspective, helped them through grief, inspired them to take chances. A year later, Ravi published his first novel. He quit his job. He began traveling across schools and colleges, giving motivational talks. He started a community of aspiring writers and dreamers. His life became one of meaning, risk, connection, and above all, fulfillment. He still remembered that rainy Thursday and the mysterious bus. He had gone back to that stop a few times, but never saw Route 99 again. It didn't matter. That bus had served its purpose, because life doesn't offer you a right time. It offers you moments, like the last bus on a rainy night, and it's up to you whether you get on, and more importantly, when you decide to get off. Moral of the story: too often we wait for the perfect moment, for a sign, for permission. But life is happening right now. Fear will always exist, so will uncertainty, but so will dreams, passion, and courage. The world doesn't need more people who play it safe. It needs people who are alive. So the next time life sends you a metaphorical last bus, don't hesitate. Get on. Take the ride. Change your life. If this story touched your heart and made you reflect on your own journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Learn and Success. Every story we share is meant to inspire you to take that one step closer to your dreams. Remember, your last bus might come at any moment. Be ready to get on. Keep learning, keep growing, and as always, choose success.